Welcome to Digestion and Physiology Series 5, Part 8, Trace Minerals, Zinc. In the previous video, we started discussing the trace minerals important in a horse's diet, starting with copper. Zinc is another of the main trace minerals essential for horses, often working in conjunction with copper. It is part of many metalloenzymes, enzymes that contain a mineral element, necessary for vitamin A metabolism, gene expression, fat and oil metabolism, fertility, appetite, coat and hoof conditioning in conjunction with copper, and again the ability of the immune system to cope with diseases and infections. On average, a horse needs about 50 milligrams of zinc per kilogram of feed on a dry matter basis each day. What is dry matter? All feeds have a moisture content. For example, if a feed has 10% moisture, then it has 90% dry matter. In other words, it is everything else in the feed with the moisture removed. When calculating the nutrient content of a feed, it is based on this dry matter component of the feed. So for every kilogram of dry matter the horse eats each day, it needs about 50 milligrams of zinc. This is influenced by the amount of iron, copper, and manganese in the diet. A particularly important mineral ratio is the iron to copper to zinc to manganese ratio. Ideally, you are aiming for something that is around 4 to 5 parts iron to 1 part copper to about 3 to 4 parts zinc to about 3 to 4 parts manganese. The higher the iron or copper or manganese concentration in the diet, the more zinc is needed. Iron is a commonly overfed mineral. With an ideal ratio of 4 to 1 to 3 to 3, 50 milligrams per kilogram of dry matter of zinc would mean only 67 milligrams per kilogram of dry matter of iron in the diet. Should the iron content in the diet get up around 150 milligrams per kilogram dry matter, then the zinc concentration would need to increase to around 110 milligrams per kilogram dry matter, and the copper to about 40 milligrams per kilogram dry matter. How much of any mineral a horse needs also depends on its physiological and physical state. For example, if it is injured or affected by disease or pregnant. Horses have a high tolerance to a lot of the trace minerals. Research has shown that up to 500 milligrams per kilogram of zinc in the dry matter can be tolerated safely, or 10 times the recommended dose. Above that, you do start to have some issues, but it is not recommended to go anywhere near that level. It is not healthy for the horse. Foals need more trace minerals included in their diet than any other horse, and that is mainly because they are growing and developing. Just like copper, it's important that the broodmare gets fed higher levels of zinc at the late stage of pregnancy for the benefit of the foal. Zinc appears to be a mineral whose absorption rate increases or decreases depending on how much the body needs. There seems to be no extra chemicals or enzymes needed. The amount absorbed into the body from the diet seems to solely depend on whether there is not enough, just enough, or too much in the body. If you already have a high level of zinc in the diet, adding more is not going to improve absorption. In fact, you will get less of it being absorbed. If there is a deficiency in the diet, then the absorption levels will go much higher. If there are phytates in the feed, a natural substance found in plant seeds, this can dramatically reduce the absorption of zinc and many other minerals. Usually, there are reasonably high levels of phytates in cereal grains, meaning grains contain very small amounts of zinc and other trace minerals. Zinc is stored mainly in the bones, the muscles, and the hair. When there is a zinc deficiency, some of the symptoms that occur are loss of appetite and anorexia, parakeratosis, or better known as thickening of the skin, loss of hair, often in clumps, excessive salivation, skeletal disorders, reduced spermatogenesis required for male fertility, reduced foal survival, impaired immune function, remember it's very important for immunocompetence, and poor hoof quality. So your key takeaway points are: zinc is necessary for vitamin A metabolism, gene expression, fat and oil metabolism, fertility, appetite, coat and hoof conditioning, and the ability of the immune system to cope with diseases and infections. On average, a horse needs about 50 milligrams of zinc per kilogram of feed on a dry matter basis each day. An important mineral ratio is the iron to copper to zinc to manganese ratio, with an ideal ratio of 4 to 1 to 3 to 3. Horses have a high tolerance to a lot of the trace minerals, including zinc. Broodmares require high levels of zinc supplementation at the late stage of pregnancy to benefit the foal. Phytates in the feed can dramatically reduce the absorption of zinc and many other minerals. Zinc is stored mainly in the bones, the muscles, and the hair. Deficiency may cause loss of appetite, parakeratosis, loss of hair and poor hoof quality, excessive salivation, skeletal disorders, infertility in stallions, and reduced immune function. In coming clips, we're going to continue talking about each of the important trace minerals. Thank you for watching Equine Digestion and Physiology Series 5, Part 8. If you like what you saw, please give us the thumbs up and share it with your friends. Connect to our website, our EQNC Facebook page, and Instagram so as not to miss our next series.